is to define your look and style. And in doing this, you have to look for your look. So how do you look today? What are you wearing right now? Is it showing you in your best light? Is it portraying one distinct direction? You know, if I was the president of a record label or your dream guy or dream girl right now, would I be attracted to you? You know, and the thing is it's about portraying one consistent direction in all of your imaging. Because let's face it, people do judge you by the impression that you make on them. Okay, I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know here. That's just the truth. See, what stars do is stars live with their souls out in the open. They have something to say, and they say it in their own creative way. They've been blessed with gifts, with talents, and with strengths. So have you. The key is how are your gifts, talents, and strengths being received? See, all an image is just the fullest, most intelligently packaged outward expression of your inner gifts. Let me say that again. All an image is just the fullest, most intelligently packaged outward expression of your inner gifts. It's the doorway that people use to get an impression of you.
Say it again.
I said it's the doorway that people use to get an impression of you. No, they fall apart. I said all an image is the fullest, most intelligently packaged outward expression of your inner gifts. See, people don't get an impression from you. They don't. They get an impression from the image that you project. And of course, you only get one chance to make that impression. You know, if you think about it, this whole business of entertainment, the entire business of entertainment is a business around the first impression. Think about it. You listen to a new song on the radio or sample download. What do? You give it a few seconds. Do I like it? Do I not? If you don't like it, you either tune it out or turn the dial. Same thing when you're watching a new music video, reading an interview with an artist in a magazine. You know, the film industry, what do they get? They spend millions of dollars and years producing one movie. What do they get? They get one opening weekend. They get one 30-second clip. If it doesn't hit immediately, it's often cooked. And in music, you better believe the same thing happens in the industry. People are only going to have a few moments to determine if what you have has potential to sell. And if it doesn't, they tune it out. That's why this whole business of an image, of a style, of a look is so important. Because sometimes all you get is one look. And so you've got to make sure that one look is as strong as it can be. You know, I heard one of my previous seminars in New York, a guy asked me, what if all I care about is the music? What if that's all I really care about? I'm like, well, okay. You got to wear something when you perform, right? You have to put something on the cover of your album. So I feel like it's about honoring the music, but actually paying a little attention as well to the impression that you make, to how you come across. Besides, most of the time nowadays, people are seeing you before they hear you. So does that image match the music? I feel like an image is formed when you consistently put forth one clear direction. Let me say that again. An image is formed when you consistently put forth one clear, compelling direction. In looking for your look, of course, it's your wardrobe, your hairstyle. It's also your posture, your body language, what you put into your mouth, your exercise choices, your photos, your bio, your business card, how you walk into a room. All of these things are saying something about you. Is it portraying one consistent, compelling direction? Because as an artist, you're always sending out a message about who you are. You're never not sending out a message about who you are.
Right.
So what is that direction? Do you know what it is? what I've developed and what I do in an initial consultation is I have people get clear on what their direction is. There's a 3-step process that I have to building a look and style. And let me just say this too, because I put a lot into this audio CD, and it's exactly what I do in an initial session and a lot more. But it basically, I walk you through how to actually create that direction for yourself so that you're clear on what you're going for, so that for all those ways that you're coming across, all those messages that you're sending out, you can be consistent with it. And so the exact exercise that I do in an initial consultation is in here, and there's a whole bunch of other information as well on imaging and how to really build an image. But because I'm not cheap, initial session with me is $225. If you sign up for the newsletter, I take $50 off of that. So I'm not cheap. But I really put a whole bunch in here, and I sell these for $25. So if all you really wanted tonight was just look and style and how to just portray one consistent message, then this is for you. Okay. But let me give you guys just a little bit of a sample of what I actually do in that first session and what I actually do here on the CD. I want to work with someone who wants to be really bold, have a lot of guts, and be very, very honest with the whole room. Who wants to work with me? You had your hand up first. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So you can actually sit right there. You can sit right there.
Sit here.
Cool.
Oh my God.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my 3-step process on how to create a signature style. Okay. It's the process that's on the CD and the one that I do in an initial consultation with someone. Now, what I'm going to do, I typically take about 45 minutes. We're going to do it in about 5 minutes.
5
okay?
minutes? Okay.
Yeah. What's your name?
Jaxie.
Jaxie? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm John Jackson.
Hi, John.
Hey. So I'm going to ask you some questions here, okay? Because the first step in defining your own style is to create your point of view and direction by uncovering your imaging themes. You'll see what that means in a second. But chances are, your favorite rock stars, the things that you admire about them, are the things you aspire to have in your own life. And so it's about taking pieces of those things, those elements that work from them, combine those with your own uniqueness, your own strengths, gifts, quirks, things that make you you. Put those things together to form your own direction. That's what we're going to do right now. Ready, Jaxie?
Yes.
So, who are your all-time favorite rock stars?
Andre 3000.
Uh-huh.
Andre 3000.
Wait, hold on 1 second. All right, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Who else?
Um,
Like all-time favorites, just love them.
all time. Okay. I don't know.
Who do you like? What music are you into? What music did you like when you were growing up? Who do you think is just totally cool? And when I say rock stars, I mean any kind of star. Okay, it could be a music star, it could be a Hollywood star, it could be a star business person, it could be a star athlete. Two of my biggest stars are Gandhi and Humphrey Bogart. Okay.
Okay.
So just your all-time favorite rock stars and heroes. Who are they?
Okay, Andre 3000, like Neil Young.
All right.
I listen to very eclectic music.
Cool, good. Neil Young, who else?
And Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts, great.
You want
Who
more?
else?
More?
Yeah,
Frank
more.
Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, okay.
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Anybody else?
Josephine Baker.
Josephine Baker. All right, great. All right, let's take a look at these now in turn. Andre 3000, what is it specifically about him that you like? Like what does he represent to you?
He just, whatever he wants to wear, he wears it.
So what is that about him that allows him to do that?
He's brave. He's
Okay.
just not thinking about what other people are thinking.
Okay, great. What else about Andre 3000? What makes him cool?
I think that he's also aloof. Like he's sort of
So
like
there's a
mysterious.
bit of mystery about him, right? Yeah, right? Okay.
Mysterious.
Great, awesome. Neil Young. What does Neil Young represent to you?
I just think he's so talented. His musicianship and his writing, the talent that he has is just incredible.
Okay. outside of that, what's his vibe about? Do you dig his vibe?
His message, like he has a message in everything that he writes. His message, you know what I mean?
What's his message?
Change, betterment, like honesty. Like he's just brutally honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, honesty,
Brutally honest.
Great. Julia Roberts.
She's just pure and fresh.
Okay. Frank Sinatra.
Classy.
Yeah.
Classy, you know? Classy and sleek.
Sleek?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Will Smith. What does he represent to you?
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
To me, he feels wholesome.
Really?
To me, yeah, he feels very wholesome and just very like the guy next door. You know what I mean? Like.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Wholesome. I'll give you that.
To me, wholesome.
All right.
Wonder bread, you know? Like
Josephine Baker.
Josephine
What does she
Baker.
represent to you? Yes. What makes her cool to you?
Well, she's kind of like a legend, like international renegade legend.
What was it about her that allowed her to be a legend?
She was ahead of her time. She was ahead of her time.
What else?
She was ahead of her time. She walked to the beat of her own drum.
So certainly, independent really isn't the word, but it's something along those lines, right?
She was a pioneer.
Pioneer.
She definitely
Got
was
it.
a pioneer.
Got it. Great. Okay. Great. All right. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about you. Okay. So
Okay,
you just
great.
need to be just really bold and really honest with me.
Totally.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
What thrills you? Like what just moves you in life?
Speed.
Speed?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Speed.
Great. Awesome.
Speed and like the ability to like make an ideal real really turns me on. Like if I have a artistic idea, like anything artistic and that's different. If it's to the beat of a different drum, I love that.
So it's like that flash of an idea going off.
Yeah, I love that, but then making it real. And then I like very unique different things. If it's different, I just love it. But it has to be still accessible. It's unique, but it's accessible.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Great. What are your quirks?
My quirks?
Yeah, what's weird about you?
I can talk to anybody. Like, I just talk to everyone.
So what is that about you that allows you to do that?
Oh, I don't know. Just who I am, I guess.
Just like an openness there?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of an honesty there too?
Yeah.
Okay, good, all right. All right. What makes you laugh? What are your like favorite TV shows, favorite funny movies, stuff like that?
I love comedy, so
Like what?
I love Seinfeld, and I love.
What about Seinfeld?
I don't know. I just love how like honest they are.
Yeah, just honest and real, right?
Yeah, there's just
Yeah,
such an honesty
got it.
about it.
Okay,
and I
good.
love slapstick. Like I love Leslie Nielsen.
Okay, all right, good, good. What do people remember about you?
My integrity and my hard work ethic. People always comment on my work ethic.
What else? What makes you
what I
memorable?
wear.
What's
A lot
that?
of times they comment on what I wear. I always get comments on my style.
What kind of comments do you generally get?
I have great style, that I'm an original. I've always heard that my whole life.
Okay, all right, good.
I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you, answering your question.
Oh yeah, please.
Okay.
No, you just be honest with
Okay.
me, of course. Okay, good, good. So we're about maybe 45% of the way there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to stop for the sake of time and for everything. You did great, you did fantastic, okay? So I want to just give you back the things that have most resonated with me as we've been talking here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Brave. I want you to write these down. Are you writing them down?
Yes.
Okay. Honest. Fresh. Classy. Pioneer. Speed. Original. unique but accessible. Do you see how the combination of those things kind of tell a story? See how it kind of paints a picture? If you had to just choose 3 themes of just the ones that I've highlighted for you that embody the way that you would most want people to view you, what would those 3 be?
Brave, original, speed, but speed is more about movement.
Hang on, no, that's good. Speed, you feel it? I like that word.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, good, keep speed, good, 3, got it. All right, great. Like I said before, the first step in building a style is to know what you stand for. You got to know what your direction is. Okay? That's what we just created here. Her direction is brave, original, and speed. Now, once you know what your direction is, hang on with me, this will make sense in a second. Once you know what your direction is, then you want to educate yourself so that you can dictate your own style. And what I mean by that is you want to understand what this direction looks like. And what I mean by that is, you know, what are the brave accessories that you would wear? What kind of boots are you going to wear that's going to be original? Okay? What kind of you know, tops kind of represent that kind of speed quality? Okay? And what you want to do is you want to define those things. Actually, I have my clients put together an entire book of looks where they're going through and tearing out all kind of things out of magazines that they not only like, but are a representation of their themes. Because you want to educate yourself. You want to start to notice, well, you know, what am I drawn to on people? You know, you want to notice billboards and commercials on TV. You know, why is that guy wearing that in that particular commercial? What are they trying to convey there? You know, notice movie posters. Those are great. I think they got one shot to convey a 2-hour concept. So what's going on with what they're wearing? What's going on with their posture and their body language there? Okay? You know, flip through magazines. I'm not an advocate of following every trend out there. Okay? But if you don't even know what the trends are, how can you decide to take part of them or not? Okay? The key to this is to educate yourself so that you can dictate your own style.
So you think it's important for an artist to know trends, even if a trend is not necessarily the antithesis, but if it's not.
If you don't know the trend, how are you going to buck the trend?
Right. What's the point of knowing it though? I just feel like every time I talk to someone, they say you need to know the trends. What's the point of knowing what's going out there when you just?
I think it's the same thing with music. I mean, you just want to know where the music that you represent comes from.
That's a pretty good answer. Yeah.
The same thing with
yeah. You know, you can choose to not know the trends. You can choose that.
I don't think it will hurt.
Okay. It depends on you. It just depends. You know. But the thing is that then once you're doing 2, you've got your direction. You know what it looks like. You've got all your book of looks, and you got your pages of all the skirts and tops and hair and makeup combinations and belt buckles for guys and other accessories and boots that represent your imaging themes. Then you want to look in your own closet. And does your closet look like your book?
Hello.
Probably not. Okay? Then you want to take everything out of there that's not a representation of those themes. And then when you've only got one shirt left hanging, well, then it's time to go shopping. And you want to, you know, make sure that you are dressing appropriately for the different things that you're doing as an artist. In the audio CD, I go through the different 5 levels of style, from your live performance wear to your industry wear to red carpet to your everyday wear to day job wear, and talk about the importance of dressing for each one. I also go over the top 3 imaging mistakes that I feel artists make all the time. That's also in the CD. Because then the 3rd step is then to illustrate that direction. And the whole key with doing this, okay, this is so much different, as you guys can tell, than just from what any stylist will sit down with you. Okay, this is not just about going through the magazines and finding out what's cool this month. Okay, this is also, you know, if you think about it, it's not just about wandering around a store looking for what's cool. Okay, this is about talking about dressing and illustrating a direction that's a natural representation of you. Because the whole key to this entire thing is that when you dress in line with your imaging themes, you feel that way.
Right.
You feel brave, original, and speed when you walk into a meeting. You feel that when you dress that way and you walk on stage.